I'm walking through the garden right now, taking notes on things that I feel like I need to change or improve on in the garden. So I thought I'd just make a video on it. First off, the walkways. I need to get a handle on them. Which leads me to the asparagus bed. In the springtime, it's fine because it doesn't have all of the foliage like this. But by this time of year, I just do not like when these little fronds tickle me. I just can't do it. Which then means I don't want to harvest the strawberries because the asparagus are all up on me. So I tried putting these things here to hold it in. That isn't working. I need to figure out something to just really, keep it in its space. And while I'm over here, the strawberries, I have to thin these out like so badly. I have been waiting to thin these out so that I could gift them to people. So that's happening soon-ish. Okay, this little trellis situation. Loved it. There is a tomato plant hiding in here though. So I don't know, this bean really took off and the tomato is I don't really know what it's doing in there at this point. So I don't know that I'm going to plant the bean as early as I did this year. I do like using this for the tomatoes though. And I like it for the beans as well. I do think the tomatoes did well on this trellis here. The tomatoes are finally starting to grow again because it's not 100 degrees now, so that's nice. But I liked this. The only thing is I just don't like doing the work. I love tomatoes, but I wish they would just trellis themselves. Originally built these two structures for tomatoes, but I decided I'd give the bed a break, kind of, because I did end up planting tomatoes in here. Anyways, I was doing this, but also I had too much work. I don't do it. I really just don't. I should know myself better by this point. But this is what happens every single year. I let the tomatoes do whatever they want. So many of my beds just have tomatoes sprawling throughout. And then they're in the walkways. So I need to be better. I attempted to use this hillside here to grow squash this year. Okay, that did not work out. They pretty much just didn't grow. So I'm just going to keep amending the soil and, it'll be good eventually. Also, this guava tree died over the winter. It did not like the harsh winter, so it is coming up out of the ground, and I am planting a fig tree there. And then over here somewhere, I want to plant a lemon tree too, which helps solve my problem here. This walkway is just too tight. So this fig tree in the ground, and then maybe one of these citruses. I for sure have to find a new spot for this goji berry. The thorns have gotten me so many times this year. This little spot worked really great for cucumbers, so I might do that again. Okay, back over to the problem area of the garden. On top of the asparagus that I already talked about, yeah, see, this is not even a walkway anymore. I have sunchokes in this bed, and they need staking next year maybe. Maybe that'll help me out here, but they're literally covering the containers. There's stuff growing in all of these, but they're pretty much blocking them at this point. And I don't know why I did this again this year, but the Thai soldier beans need to go on a trellis or something because this whole thing into the walkway of the chicken coop, not ideal. No, I don't like it. Raspberries. Okay, so I want to strap them up to the wall next year. I don't know why I didn't do it this year or why I haven't previous years, but that has to happen next year. This whole trellis was kind of a fail this year. The black raspberries are doing good, and that rose bush over there is out of control. I need to trim that very badly. And I did just clean up this walkway, but I planted all those melons over here. And look, do you see a melon? No, just beans. Just beans that planted themselves. Back in through here is a situation. I need to trim all of this back so that I can reclaim this pathway. I don't even use this walkway because I am too scared that I'm going to get bit by a snake if I do. Oh yeah, this is another issue. The kiwi vines. I really need to prune them very badly all the time. They are such vigorous growers. They're literally growing into the lavender. The old chicken coop needs to be fixed. I don't know if I'm ever going to put chickens in it again, but it definitely needs to be fixed. I have loofah currently trying to take it over. Oh my gosh, how exciting. Remember when I was saying that I couldn't find cucamelon anywhere and I did not start any seeds this year? I have some growing. Cool. This part of the fence definitely needs to be fixed. It's just hanging on by a thread right now. To make my life easier, I would love to set up a drip line for these containers all along this row. Okay, I'm not in the garden anymore, but I need to replace these two plants that died and then figure out what I'm going to put in this whole area here. And then also this poor little fig tree that Rosie totally abuses needs to go in the ground. Yep, see, this is what she does to it every day. I want to plant it like right there. Okay, that's all I can think of for now.